I'm gone. Nah, I'll tell you a little story about a man who lost his title because he was too nice. His name is Evander Holyfield. He was known as the real deal, and he was arguably the best heavyweight boxer in the world during the 90s. His professional record is 44 wins, 10 losses, and 2 draws, with 29 of those wins by knockout. Now here's a guy that started out as an amateur. He was actually a pretty decent amateur boxer, but to be honest with you, he wasn't anything special. You know, he had a good record, but there were other guys that were better than him when he came up in the amateur ranks. But he became a world champion anyway. And a lot of people say that he never should have become a world champion. A lot of people said that he took a dive to get that title. Well, we don't know if that's true or not. We'll probably never know the truth about that. But he did win the world championship. And after that, he went on to fight Mike Tyson in what was supposed to be a unification bout. It was a close fight. Some people thought Mike Tyson won. Some people thought Holyfield won. The fight could have gone either way, but at the end of the day, it was a draw. But Holyfield was able to make it out of that fight with his undefeated record intact. Now, after that, he went on to fight Riddick Bowe. And again, it was a very close fight. Very controversial fight. Many people thought that Evander Holyfield won that fight. But for whatever reason, the judges saw it differently, and they gave the decision to Riddick Bowe. So now Evander Holyfield was 0-2 against these big heavyweights. But he wasn't through. He went on to win his next 3 fights, and then he got another shot at Riddick Bowe. In this particular fight, he knocked Bowe out in the 8th round. So now he was back in the title hunt. But unfortunately, he got into some legal problems. And during that time, he was stripped of his title. After he got all those legal matters cleared up, he came back and fought Michael Moorer for the title. And in the 10th round, he knocked Michael Moorer out and became a world champion once again. Unfortunately, he didn't hold on to the title for very long. After that, he went on to fight Mike Tyson in the rematch. And this time, it wasn't even close. Mike Tyson dominated that fight and stopped him in the 11th round. But after that, Evander Holyfield still wanted to continue to fight. He went on to fight Lennox Lewis, and he lost that fight. He fought some other top contenders and lost those fights as well. And finally, he got a title shot against Wladimir Klitschko. Everybody thought that Wladimir Klitschko would destroy Evander Holyfield. But you know what? Evander Holyfield gave Wladimir Klitschko all he could handle. Even though Holyfield was 46 years old at the time and Klitschko was in his prime, Holyfield still was able to go toe-to-toe with him. But in the end, the younger, stronger Klitschko was able to outpoint Holyfield and win the decision. So after that, Evander Holyfield officially retired. But that's not the end of the story. There was a rumor going around that Evander Holyfield was paid $5 million not to knock out Mike Tyson in their first encounter back in 1996. There's no proof that this ever happened. But Holyfield kept getting asked about it throughout his whole career. So I can only imagine that it really annoyed him. In 2008, Holyfield told the news that he was considering coming out of retirement to face Mike Tyson one last time, saying, quote, "I think it would be a great fight for the fans. I've never ducked anybody in my career. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it." But of course, that fight never materialized. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other boxing videos. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Be sure to come back soon.